Hello, I'm Matt Guff from thehouse.com, and I'm here with Kyle Steinmetz from Smith Goggles. How you doing today, buddy?
Fantastic, man. How are you?
It's a good day. We are blazing through the 18 line. We've walked through helmets and goggles. This is kind of like the whole collection of IOs, and specifically, this is the IO7. An awesome goggle, great technology, comfortable fit. What's going on for the 18 IO7?
So a couple new things here. First of all, if you've seen the price points on the IO7s before, we're actually dropping them down by a pretty considerable margin.
Yep.
It has an easier interchange system, so it had an elevated price point in the past, but we want to make this all uniform, so actually all the IO series are going to be at the same exact price point.
That's pretty nice.
With 2 Chroma Pop lenses.
Say
this year.
what?
So that's going to be our biggest thing, moving into the Chroma Pop series, not just in the 7, but in the whole entire IO series. If you guys aren't familiar with Chroma Pop, essentially what it is, it's going to enhance your experience out on the mountain. So you've got your red lights, blue lights, and green lights that make up pretty much all of your colored light spectrum. What those do when they hit your eyes is they both try and fight for dominance. So a red will go after a green after a red. You don't want that. It muddles both colors together. What we're able to do with this technology is actually filter out that natural color confusion that happens, making both colors pop out. So that in the long run, or in the end of it, you're going to get a much brighter experience. And it's not something, there's some other goggles out there that try and change the hue. We want to strictly stick with what your natural viewpoint is and then just enhance that.
Oh, right.
So you're seeing the contrast, especially on a nice bright sunny day, you're seeing the blue sky contrasted with your white snow and with the green trees around you. It makes for a pretty incredible experience.
That's right. And this is called the highlight one?
Yep.
Highlight lens.
So every goggle is going to come with essentially a highlight lens and a low light lens. As you can see here, these have more of a mirrored contrast, or you've even got this blackout version here. So highlight, sunny day, you're going to want to be rocking something like this. Moving into more of your overcast situation, snow, or even into a nighttime setting, you swap it out, and your secondary lens will be something that'll be more apt to that. So it's going to be for a low light situation. And again, that second lens will be Chroma Pop as well.
And now it's easy to change these lenses too. That's one of the greatest things about the IO series. The IO7 has a little bit different of a kind of mechanism to take the lenses up. How does that work?
So it's something we played around with. Like I said, this is the newest in the IO series, but it has a bit of a different interchange system. So you have this little piece up here. All you do is toggle this up, turn it 90 degrees, and that's going to pop out. And then seamlessly, both other sides will take out as well. When you're putting them back in, you just slide both down underneath the outriggers. And then the formation of this bar up front here is so that when you are touching it, you don't actually have to touch the lens.
Aha.
Get her back in and lock it down.
And that's bada bing. And you mentioned outrigger. That's another really cool thing about the IO7. It has kind of like a dual point outrigger system.
Sure.
So how does that work, and why do you guys do that?
See the pivot system here? You're seeing a lot of athletes out there who are wearing their goggles underneath their helmets these days. What we did with this goggle is we actually made a 2-point outrigger, so you can go straight on, more of a formation as you're going to see in the IO and the Vantage here, or you can drop it back a little bit so that if you are wearing your goggles underneath your helmet, that you're going to have an easier positioning piece, so you're not going to have any kind of discomfort on that side.
Yeah. And what about the top little outriggers? Now, it's a good idea to wear Smith helmets because they integrate or have ultimate integration, but with an outrigger that kind of displaces the strap a little bit wider, it's kind of better for those wide helmets you find from other brands.
Sure, yeah. Of course, we'd always say we'd love to have a Smith goggle go with a Smith helmet, but, we see how it is, and we're definitely not opposed to any other changes.
Sure.
But yeah, what these are able to do is you have a little bit of a positioning output here so that if you do have that wider helmet base, it's going to easily wrap around and you're not going to, again, have any discomfort. We also don't want you to have any kind of gaper gap there, so it'll still give you enough of a pullback with the goggles so that you're not going to have any gaps on either side.
That's right. Now, with 3 layers of face foam, there's going to be tons of comfort, and the straps are great with silicone along the back. Why do you guys add silicone to the straps?
Silicone, you just don't want this thing moving around. You don't want to be halfway down the mountain and have this sliding up or down your hat or your beanie, so that silicone backstrap really grips into the to the helmet or whatever you're wearing on your head. Also, an easy clip on the back side there, so easy on, easy off if you're changing out those lenses. It's going to be real seamless for you. Another thing to mention here with the IO series and the lenses specifically that I probably should have touched on a second ago is our 5x anti-fog technology, or 5x anti-fog.
Yep.
We've got the best anti-fog technology on the market. We're actually able to do some different etching techniques on the inner sides of our thermal lenses that allow any kind of moisture or heat to dissipate and immediately. So at the end of the day, you know, that's the one thing that can definitely ruin your experience.
Absolutely.
All the Chroma Pop lenses in the IO series are going to have that 5 times anti-fog technology.
Man, and they're super lightweight.
They're very lightweight.
They're super lightweight. You know, it's funny. I keep a lot of my old equipment, and recently I was kind of like,
You're one of those collectors.
Yeah, a little bit. No, little bit. I keep some specific items, and I was digging through, and I found an old pair of goggles that weigh like 20 pounds. They're so heavy, and these are just nice because like you can rock. You can have the straps a little bit loose too, like with the silicone, and they're not gonna like slide on your face.
Sure.
So it's a nice touch.
IO7, like I said, price drop from last year. 2 Chroma Pop lenses, as you'll find with all the other in the IO series. But yeah, top of the line Smith goggle product right here. This is what I use.
Oh, that's the one. That's actually your goggle.
This is actually my goggle.
There we go. Awesome. Kyle, thanks for being here, buddy.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment or a question. Let us know if you've ridden any of the IO series or specifically the IO7 before. Let us know what you love about them. And remember to subscribe to the channel.